Well, the case against Karen Reed goes to the jury tomorrow. The defense and prosecution return to the courtroom today to battle over final ground rules for deliberation. WBZ's Penny Commit is at the courthouse to show us what was decided and what comes next.
Karen asked us to say when she shows up today, if everybody just give her the free Karen Reed sign, and we're not going to make any noise whatsoever.
A silent but large crowd outside of the courthouse this morning as attorneys on both sides tie up some loose ends heading into tomorrow's closing arguments.
The Commonwealth had produced no witnesses to testify that John O'Keefe's injuries were consistent with his having been hit by a motor vehicle.
The defense immediately requesting a required finding of not guilty, which the judge quickly denied, leading to several exchanges over how each side will frame their arguments to the jury. Different from Karen Reed's first trial, the defense will not be arguing that other people were responsible for John O'Keefe's death, rather that other suspects were overlooked due to an insufficient police investigation.
Is the defense going to argue that Brian Higgins did this?
No, we're going to argue that the police failed to investigate whether Brian Higgins did.
So you cannot argue that either Brian Higgins or Brian Albert committed or had the motive.
Each side will have an hour and 15 minutes for closing statements, during which the prosecution plans to argue consciousness of guilt, pointing to this media clip.
It's me or her. Either I'm going down, Jen, or you are.
Although consciousness of guilt will not be included in the judge's official instructions to the jury, which are expected to be read early tomorrow morning, jurors will then start deliberating.
I want the jurors to start deliberating. I don't want to end the charge and send them home for the weekend.
And due to the confusion during the first trial regarding the jury verdict slips, the defense proposed their own revised jury verdict slips. The judge says she will consider these and make a decision likely tomorrow morning. In Dedham, I'm Penny Commit, WBZ News.